Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
To jako
vážně?
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
To tady nesedí.
Tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings. I'm just trying to fit in. Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in at Central.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Ježišmarja, už zás? To je hláška, kterou s tím podesáte. Počkej. Cola King tady? Ne, to je blbost. No tam bych předpokládal, ale to... Víš co, já myslím, že stejně to auto budeme potřebovat. Tudíž já tam zajedu. Ale přiznám se... To nevypadá jako billboard Cola King. Ten je dole.
Stop just ahead.
Tak mohli jsme zajet trochu blíž, uznávám, ale tak... Kalhotky? O co to tam bylo?
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, you can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Však to Cole taky.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out of my lens.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
OK, a jak se dostanu dolů? Teda krom samozřejmě to je jednodušší, nejrychlejší cest. Jo. To je jednodušší, nejrychlejší cesty. Takže ty mi chceš říct, co ty tady fotíš? Počkej. Jako beru, no, ale bylo vidět, aspoň v té animaci bylo vidět, že tam nějaký frajer, nebo ne nějaký frajer, byly tam otevřený dveře. V poslední chvíli, než oni jako vysjeli z toho srázu, což zajímavé. Zajímavé, to by podporovalo jejich teorii, nebo jejich tvrzení, že to udělal ten manažer.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Co tím chci říct? To jsou fakt kalhotky. Trhaný?
They've been torn off. Where did you find them? They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
OK. To je zvláštní, ale dobře. Drahá Jessie, prosím drahošku, vrať se domů. Jsi hodné slušné děvče, drahošku, ty nejsi stvořena pro Hollywood. Také mi bylo 15 a také jsem chtěla být jako Klára Bowová a oblékat si nádherné šaty a líbat krásné muže. Ale když jsem dospěla a vzala si tvého otce, uvědomila jsem si, že bych tak nikdy nebyla šťastná. Jednoho dne si to také uvědomíš. Jsem si jistá, že teta Junie na tebe dohlíží, ale nemohu se zbavit obav, však víš, jaká jsem. Svět je velmi nebezpečný pro mladé dívky, především pro ty, které mají hvězdy v očích. Hvězdy jsou krásné na pohled, ale někdy tě mohou zaslepit tak, že nebudeš vědět, co je správné, i když je to přímo, když to máš přímo pod nosem. Emě a Molly taky hrozně chybíš. Emma roste do krásy a malá Molly je krásná jako sluníčko, jako ty jsi byla v jejím věku. Potřebuji velkou sestru, aby na ně dohlížela. Drahá Jessie, prosím, vrať se zpátky. Bojím se o tebe. Nemohu se zbavit pocitu, že něco se ti stane hrozného. Pláču pro tebe každou noc, nebo plakávám tě. Tvá milující matka Camille Hamiltonová. Jsem to potom začal číst, to je angličtiny, no. Dopis od matky.
She's a long way from home.
Jak to můžeš říct, teď nevíš odkud je. To může být klidně z tohohle města. Co pak má i SPZ-ka? To se dá pochopit, že se urvala.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Teda bez pásu. Co měla velký štěstí.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Co?
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
Okay. A počkej už.
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead. Just when I think I've seen it
How
all.
does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? And if the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
No dobře, ale ty otevřené dveře, o kterých jsem mluvil, byly na straně spolujezdce. A tam byla ta krev a rozmlácený přední sklo. To je zajímavé, že by se jí snažili zabít. Co když tady tahle pípka v tom jede? Dobře. Uvidíme, co nám řekne.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
I don't like. Bad of this.
Chudák.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
A proto se culíš.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Ty máš zase úplně ten stejný... Jo. Zkusme.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Good day, sunshine. Že by se jí někdo snažil znásilnit?
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Proč se dívala divně dolů? A teď proč se díváš bokem? Kotě, sluníčko. Jako, možná jsi herečka, ale naprosto marná lhářka.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent.
No a?
And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Proč mluvíš o
You
Bishopovi?
mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
No, díváš se napřímo. Zkusme intuici. 99% hráčů zvolilo správnou reakci, když na tuto reakci použili bod intuice. Co na to komunita? Nevěříte jí, jo? Dobře.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Dobře. Co vy, neviděl někdo něco? No asi těžko. Máš nějaký problém, madam? No a ani do tebe vrazit nemůžu. Dobrá, tak jdem do lochu. Zvaného nemocnice. Kde seš, Bekowski? Výborně.
11K Roger, en route.
Tak hádám jedem.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Jenom chci říct jednu věc.
No, I don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
Já jenom chci říct jednu věc. Oni ji sem přivezli a ty děláš, že aha, kdo? Neznám. Řekne nám něco tady ten felčar? Jo.
Hello, doctor. I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear evidence of abuse. She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up a statutory rape? Swap 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess it depends on what they had to lose.
Are you feeling better?
Pokosy.
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
A little. My head still feels swimming.
No good to me.
No dobře, ale bylo tam to. A však u toho stojím. Jo, toto, jasně. Čas příjmu, počkej, 2,45 Jessica Hamilton, head trauma a soft, jo, věk 15 roků, doktor Elias Webley, aha. Poranění hlavy s poškozením měkkých tkání vznikla následkem dopravní nehody, dobře, čárka. Stopy po chlorahydrátu v krevním oběhu, vnější poletiny na genitálích a další známky pohlavního styku.
You're making me uncomfortable. Just standing around here looking at me, not saying anything.
Já se nedívám na tebe, já se dívám do tvé karty. Nedávno aplikován. Nepodávat žádná další sedativa bez konzultace. No, to dává celkem smysl. Já jsem se díval na tvou kartu, jsi klidní, ne? Prosím tě, Jessica, klid, já jsem policista.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Děvče.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
U nás už myslím ne.
We need to get in touch with your
To je
parents.
15, ne? Sex
Tell them what
povolený.
has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Kotě, ale co ten, no, dítě kouká, tyjo, neví kam s očima.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we gonna make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Přesně tak, proč bych se, ale co je to tam na koberci, ti lhala?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Huh.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Mimochodem, všimáte si, je kolem té její hlavě nějaká taková záře divná, proti té stěně. Proč se díváš doleva doprava?
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
To je divný.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
OK, beru, že se dívala tak jako nejistě, protože o tom nechce mluvit, že jo? Ale co vás tahle hra naučila? Pochybovat o všem a o všech.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Štěstí, že máte tu nemocnici hned vedle stanice policejní.
Ballard is definitely up to something. She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Je zajímavý, že tohle není titulkovaný, teda tyhle jeho backoutské ohlášky. Ale zatím říkal jenom, že asi po něčem jde a že udělala zázračnej, jakože se zázračně vyléčila. Sorry. Zdraví je bohatství.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Ale šla telefonovat.
Running.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
Aha.
Sure, I got the film.
Už vypadla? Tak rychle do hotelu. Koho troubíš?
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. She got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at the problem.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
Uh-oh.
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
Oops.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's
Jo, to je tam kam mířím.
1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Já se snažím, ty brďo, ale ono je to zatrceně daleko. To je blbec.
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Baví mě, jak jako nonchalantně vešli do toho výtahu, jakože nic se neděje, nalevo od výtahu. Dobrý loading. Hej!
LAPD!
Jo, dobrý.
Alright. I really want to dance.
Tak já dám kvéčko. A on nic nedělá. To funguje hodně pofidérně. Já mačkám. Tak nic, no. Phelpsy? Boxuj? To nefungovalo. No dobře, no, tak ještě jednou, pro velký úspěch, připadám si jako kretén.
LAPD!
On neboxuje, vole. Počkej, jestli to není něčím jiným. To nefunguje, ty vogo. Už možná chápu, možná jsem blbej. Víte, v čem je problém? Musíš být ve focus módu, ty vogo. Jako... V tom dělám tu zásadní chybu. Takže není to chyba hry, je to moje chyba. Omlouvám se, byla to moje chyba. Nebo moje neschopnost, chcete-li.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes, thank you.
Ty brďo.
Just look at this mess.
Not much help.
No, tak jsou to hodiny.
I doubt it.
Principy míchání... Ne, principy barev a míchání barev. Tak. Fotečka.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Gramofoná deska. Eddie Wason.
Seems irrelevant.
Co nevadí, dirigentská gramodeska, tady máš gramofon.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Jo, ty peníze jsem úplně nemyslel, ale dobře.
I don't think this is going to help us. Probably nothing.
A ten papír tam? Ten papír tam vedle? Nic teda, jo? Hotovo. Ho? Ten obraz, ne? Jo, zase sirky, jo. No. Dobře, tak sirky nic. A alkohol? Napijeme se.
Circumstantial.
Co divím, že se ta flaška nerozbila teda. Neskrotní kovbojové. Marku Bishopovi s poděkování za rekvizit stříbrné plátno. Ložnici něco? Šek? Je to šek? Je to šek. Loni Hopgoodové šek na 20 000 babek.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Počkej, Hopgoodová. Jo, manželka, dcera. Manželka, dcera, něco takového.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Ten kartáč na vlasy? Prsten, kartáč, vlasy? No.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Není tam... Jo, já myslím, že tam je něco vyrytýho, nebo tak. Lipstick. Neboli rtěnka. Bůžek. Je super, jak tam pořád máte otevřený ty dveře. Nový testament, nový zákon, jo.
Junk.
Ty vole, říct tomu odpadky, no tak... Tak to nebylo dobrý načasování. Očividně vařila. Jo, vlastně. Ty brďo, říct novému zákonu odpadky, tak to je masakr.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Mm-hmm.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Ty brdě, to možný někdo, kdo mi nelže.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Mm-hmm.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife?
Ex-manželka.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am fucking sure.
Lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
Yes, I will. Hele, šek na 20 000 babek.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Jasně.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town.
Jessica si vzpomněla, ne?
Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
To jsme si všimli.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Telefon, jo, budeme volat. Ale očividně asi to byla ta otázka, kterou jsem selhal. A najednou Jessica si vzpomněla. No. Což já technicky za to nevím. Teď už samozřejmě to vím.
Phelps 1247.
How could I help, detective?
Potřebuju nový
I need a
klobouk.
location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver screen props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
Okay. Night Train. Zajímalo by mě, jestli tohle je skutečný plagát na nějakého filmu, a nebo je to jenom vytvořený v tom stylu filmových plagátů 40. let, ale jako není to reálný film. Tady je můj klobouk. Výborně, zvedneš ho dokonce. Mikowski, vem si taky kloberc.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and movie producer's wife. Finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Tak valíme. Trošku jsem se tady vzteknul kvůli tomu, ale pak jsem zjistil, že jsem vlastně blbej já. Takže to v pohodě. Mikowski, kde jsi? Aha, očividně jsem tam ještě něco nechal. No,
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and the cat.
Tady? Tak asi hádám, jdeme dovnitř. Přijel média tady hned na mě.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Můžu se podívat, pane? Děkuji. Nemůžu se podívat.
So, you coming?
Ne, jsem se chtěl jenom tady přesvědčit, jak na tom seš. Ty velký jukebox. Že by se tady děly ty zázraky.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
No, třeba tady. No však to poznej, že to je ta stejná věc. Haló. Tak ne? Nebo jo? Tak ne. Ale... Chloralhydrát? Přestaň s tím koule otáčet. Že by?
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Jaký jedna z těch hlaviček? A tady jsou další dvě hlavičky. Asi na žádné z nich není nic zásadního, že?
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Tak já nevím, ale já tady vidím jasný dveře teda. Aha, jasně. Takže tady je záchod. Počkej, tady je tlačítko. Nic, ok. Napadlo mě zvenku samozřejmě. You son of a bitch. No tak. Bubny džungle. Majitel Mark Bishop, roh 8 a Francisco Street.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Jo, někdo zabubnoval na něčí bubny džungle. To asi nic. Mark Bishop, Jessica Hamilton.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Že by to prodali do nějakého kvalitního pánského časopisu. Vlastně to se tenkrát ještě takhle nedělalo. Na internet to taky nemohli hodit. Ty fotky? Ho? Toto nebo toto? Ano, záchod. No dobrá, tak pojďme za tím hovadem. A tady ještě něco, když jsem tu? Hlavičky.
So this is where you sprang from.
Já myslím, že stačí říct, hele, máte jich tady tolik, že o jednu další jste mohl klidně přijít, ani o tom nevíte, dobrá. Tak kde je ten Lolen? Tady? Ne, kecám. Tady.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Doculej se, díváš se do boku, bych řekl. Já myslím, že řeknu chloralhydrát.
Bishop was here and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant and now you start throwing your weight around?
Chloralhydrát.
I have a drugged up 15-year-old girl and you have chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
Jo, on není zodpovědný, on si to jenom natáčí.
Looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Ale jo, to dává celkem smysl.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
Ty kokso, ty kecáš.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
Ne, nejsou. Ten film. Tenhle.
Enough. I've been in your peep room, Hopgood. I've seen your smut pictures and the camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
The deal is I get to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors. These movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen. But part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance. Went ape shit when he realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who else? McAfee.
No ne kdo další, ale kdo jiný by tam mělo být v tom překladu.
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What money?
Mám ten šek, ty šulíku.
I told you, I get my cut selling dirty movies.
A co těch 20 táců?
Your ex was getting 20 large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget. June said she'd sell him the film once the movie had wrapped, but Guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps! Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part, happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Hezky mu to řekl. Takže do těch ateliérů. Ježišmarja. Já jsem chtěl říct, takže do těch ateliérů. Popeláři.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
Myslím, že jsem jim... No, asi ne. Jo, prčic. Nevadí.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Já vím.
We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Do prd. Můžeš aspoň střílet na ty pneumatiky.
Make a move. We're sitting ducks here.
OK, to bylo divný.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Hele,
oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
No, asi to vypadalo trochu jinak, než autoři zamýšleli, ale proč ne?
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit. 11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8 in Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot.
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
3, KGPL.
This is all a big mistake.
Ne, to není chyba, ty jsi prostě hovado.
Us or McAfee's boys, your choice. I didn't do anything.
To není dobrý, že to za mnou padá všechno. No, to jsem právě nechtěl, no, aby se stalo. Ne, ona si to fakt nevymyslela.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop. What the hell?
Tam.
It's June Ballard. He's blackmailing me.
the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Jo, už má v ruce bouchačku, já jsem čekal právě celou dobu.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
No jako, ale svým způsobem to je tvůj problém.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Oh my God, they're everywhere.
Roger dead.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Jako vážně? Když nevíš kam skáčeš, taky dobrý.
LAPD.
Jo.
Come on, it's this way.
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
Well, we're near it.
To nedostřelí ta pistole nebo co? Já počkej. Já vím, ale nějaký pitomec taky tady. Ale kde je? Jo. To bych se hádal, ale beru. No nabíjej. Nabij toho garanda. Nikoho nevidím. Kom to mluvíš? Uchyle. Mohl bych jim ušetřit normálně spravedlnosti práci a prostě ti vypálit mozek z hlavy. To stačilo. Očividně jo. Jo, to je takhle dlouhej, aha.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on, the cavalry's here.
There's an army of them. We're done for.
Ale perlajs.
Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them quickly.
Počkej, co? Jo.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
No pojď, buste. Já počkej, tady ještě někdo je.
Stay in cover.
Jo, tam. Já předpokládám, že to je garant. Vypadá to tak, relativně. Jo, to jsou fízlové. Ještě jeden tady je.
right, let's go. Now.
Jo, all right, let's go, jasně.
Now this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer and all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder, so he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Na vraždy už? No, můj parťák. Už mi chybí Bekausky. Doufám, že tohle nebude můj nový kolega.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Že tady ten odporný červ nebude můj nový parťák. Nebo Koulův. No, bude, určitě, 100%.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that?
Počkej, až to pár bělochů zrychlí, ty vole. Uvidíš něco akčního.
You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like chumps?
I'll get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Fascist.
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Doufám, že jí nedal chloralhydrát. 2 stopy se vynechala, to je jedna otázka, no. Zničení vozidla škoda vymysl... se stane. Jo, na vraždy mě povýšili. Jej. O 6 měsíců teda ne, že bych vraždy technicky za to nedělal už pomalu teď. Vražda s červenou rtěnkou.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing.
Díky bohu.
Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Good luck. Odem se která umožní lidka města řešit poliční zločiny. Já jenom si chci... Pardon, to jsem trochu... Jo, tady to ještě není.
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
The heck?
Nice day for it.
Don't need this?
They weren't even his prints and he still
I'd rather you took the wheel.
Zase mi to nemáme nový auto. Myslím, že má jinou střechu, ale já si chci podívat na ty obleky. Teď mám na sobě novej. Aha. Aha. No, se mi hodilo před nějakou dobu. Dáme teda tenhle oblek.
Central Unit, Car 16L reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope, the Methodist Church. Unit to handle code 2 identify.
A už je to tu.
Oh, come on!
Sorry, no, jak nehoda.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Uh-huh.
Any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets...
Tak oni mě přeskočili komunikaci. Jo, tak ať skočí, ty vole.
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there. Let me do the talking, detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
You jumping? Make sure you warn me before you do.
I will! Wait, what?
No to mě taky zajímalo, prosím.
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps.
Dejte mi vědět, než skočíte. Cože? To bylo hezký, no.
Come on, then, Lightfoot.
No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked him up with a sponge. I still can't eat spaghetti sauce.
This what you wanted?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly, I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
Tak aspoň, že to dobře dopadlo. Už jsem ve čtvrtině půlroční zločinu. Tak, jedeme na místo činu.
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting.
The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
You ain't gonna last long in a tin shack.
Asi to radši oběhnu. Počkej, kde jste?
God damn it, they went down there.
Aha. Tak jdem dolů i my.
And then this is a $30 suit.
No. Asi sleze dolů. Wow! V tom případě mě zajímalo, jak jste se tu chlapci jako... jak jste to přežili. To není dobrý. Prostě metro, ty.
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 410 South Flower Street, Scott's garage, code 4.
A teď už tady doufám, že konečně vypravím se na místo činu.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, detective.
All these people are vultures, officer. But you can tell me what's going on.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Kreténi, tyjo. Wow. Můžu vám vůbec něco takového ukázat? Asi jo.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
No já vím. Aha, dělali odlitek?
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Mhm. Předtím, než se podívám na tu chuděru. Co to je? Hříbek?
It's like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
To je globus? Jo, aha. Co to je sakra za šílený zapalovač?
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Počkejte, Bčko. Jo, Ačko je... Jsou asi věci, předpokládám.
The victim's bag?
Rtěnka.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Asi nic. Cčko jsem taky viděl, dobře, tak co mi řekne... Jo, co mi řekne koroner?
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look...
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
No nic moc teda. A ty řezný...
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Mhm. Cože to tam má napsaný fuck? Počkej, možná teď to bude vidět. Tak ruku jsem úplně nechtěl vzít. Ne, já chci prsa. Koule. Ono to bude znít blbě, ale... Toto chci. Fuck you, BD, Ted. Takže já vím, tam bylo napsané česky. Jdi do prdele, BD, ČD, text. ČD? No jasně, ono je to přeložený, že jo? To nedává smysl, ČD.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia?
Jo, jasně.
Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Svým způsobem tohle je černá dálie. Akorát s tím rozdílem, že samozřejmě nemohli udělat reálný případ, a tak o něm jenom mluvili, ale černá dálie je hodně podobná. Něco takového se v podstatě stalo i ve skutečnosti. Se budu se tady otočit asi, co? Jako měl jsem tam ještě další bonusový jako případ, ale Přiznám se, to bych se zase vracel, ale úplně brutálně zpátky na začátek. Jo, do města zpátky, tak jsem se na to vykašlal. Jež. No, zatočilo to auto trochu.
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nixed.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us another corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else. Give me a break!
Goddamn drag racers!
Pardon.
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't. Understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer.
Ukaž, kde je oficer, je pod palbou. Jasně. A já jsem? Tady, no, tak jako zase to je, že bych objížděl celé město, no, tak jako...
6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
To jako sorry, ale... Vracet se furt tam a zpátky... Ježišmarja, no tak dobře, no. Jsme tu.
That alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
Good luck. Don't let him get a beat on you like I did.
Já se nechám postřelit asi 5krát a stejně ho sejmu, neboj. No proto.
Cop killers are the worst kind of stuff. Shouldn't have had that second lunch.
You like killing cops?
Won't help console the officer's family, but these guys are done.
To bylo rychlý. Se divím, že ten borec možná neměl kam zdrhat. Tak a už dávám normálně Ečko.
Can you drive to this one?
Ať tady nemusím jet já. Přece jenom tak bych to mohl dělat, no, když udělám ten vedlejší, že se tam nechám odvést.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Inquire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Bože, co to je za figurku?
Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? You going to pay for that?
Sure, I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Ale tak jako divá, jako čučí tak divně, ale neuhnul pohledem.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Cože? To nemyslíš vážně. A na základě čeho jsi napsal 2B8899?
Great help, sir. Thank you.
Jako jenom protože se ti nelíbil, tak si píšeš jeho SPZ-ku? Ochu, ty jsi podezřelej taky.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring. On the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Aha, no tak tohle už je trochu podezřelejší. Nekoupil jsi ho náhodou, ty frajere?
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
A tak 12 let rozdílu, to by celkem šlo ještě.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Zkusme.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Huh.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
A waitress.
No ale tak miloval si, no. Zamilovaní dělají různé chujoviny. Mohu potvrdit. Počkej, kde je tady ten telefon?
Let's get out of here.
Ne, hledám ten telefon.
Hey, what's the hurry?
Tady je telefon.
My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Aha, já jsem viděl ten telefon na tom baru, no dobře.
Operator, message for KGPL. Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks for your help.
No a já si musím odskočit. Přiznám se, že jsem se tady kroutil jak paragraf, tyjo. Jo, tady jsme zaparkovali. Ježíš, tak to nemyslíš vážně, koule, že to obejdeš. Tak asi jedeme domů. Jo, on už tam sedí.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job with a healthy thirst offense.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Bože, ty jsi odpornej, Phelpsi.
Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. A 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Jenom si říct, že ta nehoda, kterou jsem tam jako právě viděl, ta byla dost zvláštní a úplně jí nerozumím, ale chci říct, že v tom vůbec nemám prsty. Já se to výjimečně nemůžu.
What's the situation? Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
To tě nezastřelí, chlapče.
You picked the wrong bank to rob, my friend.
Jo. Teda na to, že jsou profesionálové, tak se nechají velice snadno zabít, že? Dej mi ten Thompson, děkuju. No hlavně, že máte Thompsony všichni. Kde je policejní sbor? Nechává ty Tomáše.
They've blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here.
Myslíš, že je rozumné používat výtah? Nebylo by lepší tam jít po schodech?
Wish me luck.
Buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
Počkej, říkal, že jich je 6, ale tohle už je 7. borec.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Tohle je 8. A 9.
That's all of them.
Dobře, beru, že by nevěděl ten policajt, kolik jich je vevnitř, jo, ale zněl přesvědčivě s tou 6.
Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance 11K. All units, code 4 on the 211 and Bank of America. Code 4.
You know the way. You can drive.
Počkej, když jsem řekl, že může řídit on?
You're behind the wheel.
Tak proč jsme vlezli tak, že řídím já? To úplně nedávalo smysl. Nevadí. Stane se. Jo, tady je vchod.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Aha.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Aha. Jo, noviny asi, že? Rodina upálena k smrti. Policisté tvrdí, že je to podezřelé.
You said I had to go back, Doctor. The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past. You said the house would be empty. Are you taking the medication I have prescribed? You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming. The circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements. You said the house would be empty. You're killing me. The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with it. You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
OK. Tak ty začínáš být čím dál tím víc podezřelej. No dobrá. První věc. Počkej, kde jsou ty dveře? Respektive okno. Tady je okno.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Teda já nevím, ale na to, že tady měla bydlet, tak je tady pěkný bordel, teda jako. Já počkej, hele, vzkaz. Pokud vystřízlivíš, najdeš mě v apartmanu 1050 Huntley Drive, telefon MI 2221 Jacob.
Obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my after drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
A tak...
Don't take all day.
Jo, tady.
I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
A? Počkej, tady něco bylo. Dámská bota 120.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Klíček?
Incidental.
Klíč je nepodstatný, jo. Dobře v koule, no. Brýle?
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
No třeba Hercule Poirot. No, tak já nemůžu hrát na klavír. Jo, ale tady je hrozný šílený bordel, jako. Jako jasně, že jo, tady byl ten zloděj, ale třeba ten nepořádek, co se týče kuchyně, byl divný, neumytý nádobí.
The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Dobře, ale ona ho měla přece na... Jo, to je očivně ona. V trochu lepší chvíli. No, Emilia Earhartová očivně dopadla hůř než tady naše slečínka. Ještě šampus tady, jo. Ty brďo. No dobrá, asi se jdem teda zeptat sousedu, nebo už jsem tady prošel všechno? Tady jsem ještě nebyl. Oxidol, no tak to je ten prací prášek. Soused, vidíte tu někde? Možná tady? Hned vedle. Tady je zavříno. Oh. Zcela náhodou zrovna přijíždí domů, že? Dobrý den, madam.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on,
Ona má dítě?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking, and she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving, but she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Ona měla dítě? A tak je pravda, už jí bylo 40, tak tak to jo. Dobře, tak asi...
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Tak stačí zjistit, jaký má boty, že jo? Nebo respektive...
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off her back for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, boy.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
KGPL to any Century unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Century unit identify.
Stačí zjistit, jakou má velikost bod, že jo? Pokud má 8, tak je to jasný. Aha, počkej. Dobře. Se neodstěhoval moc daleko teda mezi náma.
KGPL to any Century unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Century unit identify.
This is car 11K. Go ahead.
please, you gotta call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going!
Že by to byl on? Sakra, to ti to stálo za to ten stánek? Jo, vy jste dva.
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger. Put the weapon down now.
Now.
What the hell? What are you waiting for, Phelps? Up and at him.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Shots fired. Suspect is down. We're code 4, but I need an ambulance on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets.
11K, roger on your ambulance. All units be advised the suspect is down on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets. Repeat, the suspect is down. Code 4.
Tak, teď doufám, že to bude fungovat.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Funguje. Jenom člověk musí počkat asi chvilku.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
To jenom záleží na tom, jaký má boty.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
She's...
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Hledejte jeho boty.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Hele, počkej, můžu udělat toto? Díky. Díky. Za nabídku potřebuji něco udělat s mou ženou, ne? Předpokládám. Abyste něco udělal s mou ženou.
The oldest problem there is. What to do about the old lady.
Dobře, a máš tady někde kufr? Když se přestěhoval. Je to 8? Ne, je to 11.
Size 11s.
Co sakra, ten má velký nohy, jak já? Já vlastně nevím, já mám 47 v evropském čísle, no já nevím, kolik je to v tom americkém. Takže on není náš člověk. Počkej, ještě vlastně jsem se nerozlítl tady. Tady dál. Jsem šel tak jako odvážně a tak jsem si uvědomil vlastně, počkej. No to čoče na to, v jaké čtvrtí, nebo jak bych to nazval, to je. No, sekci baráku, tak to vypadá jako hezký domeček, že? A počkej, hele, baseballka. Aha, a je na ní krev?
This isn't what we're looking for.
Vždyť ti mlátil baseballkou a ty řekli, že to není to, co hledáme. Dobře, no. To je taky trochu podezřelý někdy, protože přesně vývojáři ví, co Alkoholismus, no, jasně. Šroubovák.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Ale víš, kdy ti volal ten majitel, kámo.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
You do know. Protože manželo opakované telefonáty.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Jo, to sedí s tím, co říkala ta sousedka.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
A ten vzkaz, co jsme našli?
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Jo. Tady toto.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Ty brďo.
You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr. Henry.
Tentokrát vím, jak na to.
What's this bunker?
Pojď sem, to je trochu víc prostoru, ha? Bojíš se, co? OK, utíkáš, tak já tě udeřím. Wow. Ale to, že ji jako chtěl hodit do léčebny... To by celkem sedělo, protože tady má tu knížku o alkoholismu. To by jako relativně jako jo. A navíc ty boty. To prostě nedává smysl. Ale že by na to najal někoho jinýho.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers.
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument.
Tak ne,
closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Huh. Takže se vracíme zpátky na centrálu. Aha, něco jsem vynechal. No nevadí.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Asi vím, co budeme dělat. Se to podívá blízko, aj.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
Drop the weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you too!
Fuck you too!
God damn it, get after Put your hands in the air!
He's hiding in the alley!
Give it up, LAPD! Don't make me chase you!
Oh my gosh!
No dobře, no, tak asi ne. Dostal to minimálně dozad. Mě trochu překvapil chlapec. Pálí zuřivě, no. Pitomec. Ještě zabil policajta, co čekali se stane, tyjo.
This is Car 11 King. Advise all units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Roger, 11K. All units, 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4. Repeat, code 4.
You can drive.
Aha. You can fucking drive.
I need to go over the case notes.
Ale stejně ty boty, no to může být ten Mendes, nebo jak se jmenuje.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, Phelps. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
Já nevím, no, jako mohl si to objednat, ale proč?
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
To nevypadá
Your wife was
dobře.
brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
No tak to, jako to je alibi jak blázen. Tak asi zase alibi.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No. No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
No nezvedal z telefon.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird, but she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. That's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
Je pravda, že on říkal, že to nezvedal tenhle telefon, že jo? Takže on tam mohl bejt, ale že jo.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does text mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
On nekecá, si myslím.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I loved my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Kdo tam furt chodí, ty brďo?
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
Kecáš, slyšela to sousedka.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Dostala do čumáku.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her. All right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? It took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
To je pravda, ale mohl bys to, že jo, udělat tak, aby to vypadalo jako vloupání, ale vypadá to, že nekecáš.
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. Well, in that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob.
but I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Mendez.
We can still pull down a conviction for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez guy.
To si piš. Tak nasedneš, Phelpsi, nebo? Co je? Huh. Jo, Mendezův byt. Teď mě to došlo, že jsem se vlastně spletl. Tak nasedneš, nebo? Okay.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
It's him. The cop from the papers.
16, jo.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Tož. Asi v prvním patře. Ve čtvrtém patře dokonce. Znamená v tom posledním. 14.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in.
LAPD.
Take a look around and see what you can find.
Co to je? Jo, vajíčka.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Co se kraje? To jsou nějaký... Noviny? Nic nedělají. Ježišmarja, to jsou zase ty C-čkový sýrky.
Not sure this means much.
Nic? Dobře. Ale tady se svítí, takže asi tady. Neutek v oknem.
Nope.
Jo, kvér jak prase. Nope. Hele, botička. Ty vole, 8.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
No. No, já vidím.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body. Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
Ale proč by si to tady nechával? Je blbej?
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there!
To je stejně divný, proč by byl tak blbý a nechával si to?
You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive.
To jsem se trochu bál. Ještě, že na mě počkal, frajer. Bacha, popeláři.
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
To se mi nepovedlo úplně. Pardon, no na mě naštěstí počká, tak dobrý.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Dobrá.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
No, musím se taky vyhýbat vozu.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Žije vůbec? Jo, vypadá to, že jo.
Hands behind your head.
Proč by si to nechával?
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Aha, no tak dobře, no, tak nic, no, tak já jsem čekal, že nám to vysvětlíš, sorry.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect, and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Anhalten Polizei. No, tak došlo k určitým nehodám. Menším nehodám. Jacob Henry může jen truchlit, zatímco Mendez čeká ve vězení, až ho navštíví okresní prokurátor. Ale proč? Bude něco z druhé světové, nebo bude hned další případ?
This pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Nebudeš s ní něco mít, že ne?